So this is, I don't remember what part it is, but I know it is a high part. It's around, I'll say, maybe 9, 10. But this is where the tuning exams would start. But instead of, because Gaara can't be part of the team, and since Naruto is not classified in other villages to have a tail beast, he would be allowed to participate. So, in the place of Gaara, who would it be? Who's a good ninja? Give me a second. I'm just going to give her a random anime girl name. Lucy? Probably, yeah, Lucy. Lucy has a ability known as it can be classified as explosions, but how she uses her explosions, unlike, punching or creating clay, she creates sticky explosions, you can call them. Sticky explosions are very, you can say, sticky. But she mixes it into clay, and she would send the clay in the air by expanding it into a balloon, and this balloon-like substance will float, and she can speed it up with winjutsus, since it is the sand, and winjutsus are not, or wind chakra natures are not that unrare. She would have did this. So yeah, since this, she can use it in different ways, but her specialty in her own style is known as explosion glue or explosion gum and all that. But I'll say she has been taught in the art of explosions. She does know how to use the punch, but her punching explosion ability, she can't spam it because she can hurt. She's just not compatible with that style of using explosions. Normally, those style of users that uses explosions are buffer. I'll say that, and she is not a good user of controlling bugs, controlling clay and all that. So that's why she can't do that. She can do small versions of it, but her specialty that is most effective is her, stick bombs or explosions. Which these explosions can hurt people. If you're wondering, if she wants them to, she can make it where it's actually like a bomb. But yeah. So they would be there. And I would say because most likely Gaara would be the actual Jonin leader. Or Shinkaku. I'm getting it mixed up. You can probably know why. It actually is kind of confusing. So I'm so used to thinking of Gaara and all that. So since that's the leader, they would probably be a little stronger, but they would go into battle. So while in battle, or it would be the first test. In the first test, it would be Naruto and all them together but it is a genjutsu test that is not like a first test and all that, which Naruto could see through without his Sharingan easily. It's just that simple. He says light work. Yeehaw. But yeah, so he would have seen through it and told his teammates, but instead of the Chunin would not fight Naruto because he knows about. No, I don't think he's that high enough to know about Naruto, or he shouldn't be. So he wouldn't know about Naruto. So he would try to fight him, of course, but it would be stopped by Naruto dodging Lee and grabbing him by the face. And what people see is him stick out his palms. And whenever he sticks out his palm, a blade would start kind of forming. And what people see is a knife sticking to his throat. It would be in his mouth, almost hitting the back of his throat. And, of course, they would have to stop him since, he's not supposed to kill people or get in any fights. So, yeah. So, after this whole interaction happens, Lee would challenge Naruto to a fight. Naruto would accept. Lee would say it's only taijutsu, no ninjutsu and all that. With Naruto saying fine, it's whatever to me. So whenever Lee charges, Naruto would, of course, dodge it, and he'd keep on dodging it while Lee's kicking away. Lee would jump up in the air, saying Leaf Hurricane, going to kick him. Naruto, of course, block with with one arm. Lee seeing this, Naruto would hit him or flip him back. And Lee would see how strong Naruto is. And he sees that he's not really taking him seriously. He's barely even using any taijutsu. And this is my specialty, so I can't lose. Lee would charge in again. This time, going full powered instead of thinking that he's way faster. But Naruto would still light work him real quick, dodging and kicking him in the side, hitting him to the side, making him roll and get back up. Lee would see this and take off his weights and fly towards him real quick, throwing a Leaf Hurricane again, kicking him, but this time Naruto would act like he didn't have time to dodge, and Lee would see that he can't keep up with him like this, and Naruto would get kicked in the chest. Lee would expect Naruto to go flying, but what would happen was that Lee would have hit something, would have hit him in the chest, and Naruto wouldn't flinch. And this is when Naruto would have pretty much back-tammed him in the face and would have punched him, or he would have put his fist to his chest. And what Guy and I'll say Neji and all of them are up there with Naruto, flexing his muscles again, with a shockwave happening, with the ground being destroyed. This is whenever Lee would be awake, but he'd say, I said no jutsus. And Naruto would look at him saying that wasn't a jutsu. All I did was punch you and all that. Or I just kind of pushed you, more like it, against the floor. With chakra, but using just chakra like you do to use taijutsu is not a jutsu. It's not ninjutsu. So yeah, Naruto would walk away with Lee being hurt, and they would walk into a room, seeing the rest of Rookie 9. They would get a talk with Naruto not really caring, and Sasuke's not caring either. Until some dude with white hair would come up to him, say that I'm Kabuto, and would ask them for a deal, and he would spin the cards showing up people's stats. And that's whenever I'll say after all this, he would walk up to Neji and all that. Neji would say fine, and he would have said Lucy, the Sand People and all that. He would pull out 3 cards, spinning it, with him showing up a 1 S rank mission, 10 or 15 A rank, 30 B rank, no C ranks or no D ranks, or no 100 C ranks and no D ranks. Seeing this, they would show up the stats of Konkuro and Tatari. Oh my god, I butchered her name. Those would show ninjutsu stats for Tatari, the wind user, to have the highest, of course, but not the highest. Weapons and all that stats would not be high. She just uses a fan. And it would kind of just show her taijutsu stats, which she isn't that strong. She usually uses ninjutsus. That's whenever it's Konkuros. Konkuros would be not really high in taijutsu. It would be high in weapon gears, specifically using in, puppeteer. And then it would come up to Lucy. Special ability is ninjutsu. Taijutsu would be higher than all 2 of them. Quite a bit higher. And all that. Ninjutsu would be the highest, maxed out. And skill, or tricks and all that, would be added into skill. And hers would be pretty high. And people get that she is the strongest of the group. That's whenever he says Sasuke Uchiha and Naruto Uzumaki. Pulling up Sasuke's stats, Sasuke does have the 3 Tomoe, 2 Tomoe, which he would state to them. His speed, pulling up the stats, he would say, look at this, pulling out another card, spinning it, and he would show up Lee. And Sasuke's speed would be just barely under Lee. But Sasuke's speed is like him going at it for a couple hours with losing some stamina. He has stamina that fits that speed, pretty much. So, yeah. Jutsus, he wouldn't be the highest, but he would have some. Taijutsu wouldn't be the highest. Sasuke, in everything, he didn't seem to excel at anything. He just went higher than most people in his class. Since people did have special traits, I know Kiba and Choji and Naruto were most likely the strongest hitters. Shikacho. Shikamaru would probably be the smartest, but he didn't was that strong at Sasuke, since they also in the academy they never took in jutsus, which I'd say if some chances Shikamaru could take down Sasuke, if they actually did that, and Choji could use expansion jutsu, which I think could take down Sasuke, at least before he got the Sharingan, which the one Tomoe Sharingan wouldn't do much. Maybe two Tomoe would be making them a little weaker and all that. Maybe a little easier to take them down for Sasuke. But this is where they pull up Naruto. Naruto's stats wouldn't be filled out at all. But the only thing that they do have on him is his taijutsu level. And he would say this to them, that they couldn't find any information on him. And all I had is some records of course, the Leaf fight that I saw that I could add to it. And what he kind of did against, Zabuza and his team, where his daijutsu and speed and all that, and he's pretty good at Kenjutsu. Kenjutsu is the source jutsu. It's not Senjutsu. I totally forgot. Like, I knew about what the name of Senjutsu was, but I was dumb and I couldn't remember, which somebody told me. But Senjutsu is Sage Art. Sage Mode is a part of Senjutsu. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah. But this would show out Naruto's Kenjutsu be maxed out, and Taijutsu to be maxed out too. But yeah. So this would be the end of this. This is like another beginning filler kind of. Goodbye.